And she just burped in my face. Oh, it's so ladylike. Oh. My little stinker. My little baby. Look at this little baby. Oh, there, you poor little saint. Life is so hard. Oh my god. The drama. Let's kill the world's most smallest violin. Oh. You're ridiculous. Good morning, my homages. Welcome to another vlog. I'm actually sitting down. As you saw in the earlier clips, I watched my friend Brandy's vlog. She's actually one of my favorite YouTubers and she's becoming one of my pretty good friends. I consider her a friend. I think she's amazing and we've had the best chats and stuff like that. I have yet to give her my phone number. I keep saying I'm going to, but then I keep forgetting, but we are gonna get up. Excuse my appearance. I woke up like this. I have no makeup on. We are not trying that hard today. And I wasn't planning on filming. I feel like I've said that the last few videos, but I don't know. I just felt like filming today, just picking up the camera because I really enjoy doing this. I have been stir crazy this morning. I want to do everything and nothing at the same time again. I mean, this is nothing new, honestly. I was like, oh, I can make jewelry. And then I was like, well, what kind of jewelry do I want to make? Because I have, let's see, I'm going to show you guys and take you for a little show and tell here. Excuse my mess. This is the real life of an artist. This is literally what my house looks like sometimes. And I feel like that's okay. Shit, I think this is this one. There we go. All right, let there be light. All right, so I have these charms here. I want to use these. I put jump rings on them. This one's the same. These are called Hamsa hands. I want to make bracelets out of them. I want to make a bracelet out of this. This is the last, I think this is the last silver wing charm I have. And then I also took out my totes. This is what I do. I think about a project and then I just start ripping shit out. So these are all rocks that I've been collecting for years, probably since my mom's been alive. We actually bought these totes together. One of these is actually hers. I think it might be this one, if I'm not mistaken. I've kind of mixed the stones together, but I have these all coronated. We used to go to a store called the Monarch in Northfield, Minnesota. This was like years ago again. It's probably like 15 years ago. That's where I got a lot of my stones from and I still have them. I have like the names of them in there and stuff. I don't know, this is kind of a fun little show and tell. I have like all of these. This is a stone called Mookaite, which is one of my favorites. It comes in variations of like yellow and red, and then there's some orange too. I just think that this stone is cool. Like I have cool pieces like this that are pretty unique. These are all agates. A lot of these I got from Lake Superior. I purchased them from people who pick rocks locally and then they polish them. Sorry, my lighting is not really the greatest here, but I've had a lot of people ask me like, oh, have you ever thought about tumbling your own rocks? And you may have seen that a couple of vlogs ago where there was a customer asking me like, hey, do you tumble your own rocks? And honestly, I don't have the time. I'm actually looking for a wholesaler / distributor for, do I want this toad out or no? I think I'm just gonna take this rock out here, fuck it. Duh, that's what I was saying. So I actually make my own clothing, like I do the reverse tie-dye by hand, and I don't think I'm going to be taking that out for a while, and I'm just going to use up all the logos that I have, so I'm going to continue making that merchandise until I run out of logos, and then that's going to be it for it. But this fall, I've talked about this before, this fall I'm actually working on launching a clothing line, and I want to get more into like Adobe Illustrate and get more into like drawing on an iPad and stuff like that so I can have actual designs. So I'm gonna put a clip in here, but the first actual hoodie that I made, I still have a few left on my website. I think I am gonna put them on sale. I put a design of this painting here. This is called Healing. So I put this on the back of one. I had some designs. I sent them in and then they sent them back to me. But that was a good first start. And I think that you know, you have to start somewhere. So like I went down the whole road of like purchasing the heat press and doing all of that stuff and designing things. But like I said, I want to do more Adobe Illustrate and then send my designs into a company. Like I want to test the feeling of the clothing because I have like a sensory issue. I like clothes that are either big or soft. I go by the feel of clothing. I've always been like that. It sounds bad. I want to be really anal about the material that I pick and meticulous about it because there's a bead there. Because it really is important to me. All right, that's a lot better. I got you on a tripod now. So the rocks that I picked out this morning are these tiger eye ones. Solely because I sell men's jewelry pretty quickly. I want to make more men's stuff, or unisex, so to speak. And then I have this tiger eye piece here, and that can make a bracelet. I have yet to wire wrap these. I was gonna wire wrap these this morning, but I do need more 20 gauge copper wire, so I don't have any of that. And also, I think I just wanted to allow myself to like, I need to like adjust myself so I'm sitting straight. Ew, my hair's greasy. Brody, I seriously need some dry shampoo today. I was gonna shower last night, but I'm gonna end up probably going to the gym today, so you'll be seeing that. Oh, but I was saying that men's jewelry sells very fast and I need to create more of that, so that's one of my goals. I'm not 110% sure what we're gonna do today. It's actually really cold outside. I've wanted to get my paddle board out on the lake for quite some time, but it really feels like fall in Minnesota. It's only like August 23rd and it's really cold this week, which I don't mind sweater weather. I just hate winter. I hate the gloominess. I don't really like the cold. I don't mind the snow too much. It's just the gloominess that I can't deal with here in Minnesota, but it's just gonna kind of be a day in my life, and it's gonna be a fly by the seat of my pants. And the things that I want to prioritize are eating healthy. I've been cooking a lot more meals, working out, going for walks, and just overall putting the effort and the energy into my mental health, because I've been so busy doing art markets, and I've talked about this in my last video. I did like a 6-month update after I quit my corporate 9-to-5. I put a link down in the description here if you're interested in watching that, and then go through my videos. I have over 100 videos posted on here about my journey. I've been filming the whole process and stuff like that. So something I've talked a lot about on my channel was how burnt out I was after quitting my 9-to-5, and I needed to give my mental health a swift kick in the ass and prioritize it. So what I did was the 75 hard challenge, and it was during like one of the busiest moments of this year, honestly. But I'll tell you what, walking every day and going to the gym and holding myself accountable, my mental health was great. And then when I stopped doing that, because I got really busy and I quit doing the 75 hard, I kind of fell off the wagon. I started like snacking more, not really eating nutritious meals, not cooking. I didn't have the energy to do much of anything. Like, it felt like nails on a chalkboard, and I felt like I was really forcing myself to do the basic things, like such as taking a shower, brushing my teeth. And I was doing all of these things, but I really didn't feel like it. So I don't know, this week is kind of a reset since I don't have any art shows this week. I hung out with my friend Kayla last night. We went and got coffee. We had a lot of fun. It was a much needed it's good to have friends that you can laugh with and just be yourself around, and it was just super rewarding for me. And I felt like it like filled us both, you know what I mean? I talked about like our things we're going through and yada yada yada, all that stuff. But let's see here. I do want to show you kind of some of my sketches here. I'm gonna do a sketchbook tour when I'm like, this is almost complete, partially the way through. These are rain droplets. I've never drawn rain droplets in my life, but some of them have color in them and then some of them don't. I have yet to take a colored pencil to it and do more of that. I have no idea what this was. It's just kind of, it looks like me, but it says the key to my heart. I guess what this piece is based around is I've been struggling with having walls up, and I hate bringing this up, but I keep reverting back to this, but it's a big reason why I am the way I am and my journey. It's not me, and I don't identify myself by this, but when I was 18, my mom took her own life, and ever since then I've been having a really hard time. Like, I went through some tough shit in my 20s, and I went through really bad relationships. I went through, just communication barriers, and I wasn't perfect either, but I kept picking the same kind of partner, and I ended up building all of these walls, and then I lost a lot of friendships, and then I built more walls, and this is just kind of a representation of hiding behind a wall. Oh, this is super deep, but I feel like I've kept my personality locked up in a box. There's certain people, I was talking to Kayla about this last night, but there's certain people that I can open myself up to easily, just like her, and I can just fully be my crazy authentic self because my energy's not too big for her. It's not too big for her and Jemima. Like, they're like soul sisters. They're just what I needed, and it's crazy. We went to school together and we've been apart for 15 years, and then we recently reconnected. We went on a Chicago trip, which today the video goes live. You'll be watching this like a month after, but that was one hell of a trip. It was the best trip I have ever been on with people, and I'm so happy we did that. But anyway, kind of going off on a tangent here. This is what I drew when I did the Pickle Fest. This was the last festival I did. This was last Saturday, and this is just kind of how I was feeling. And I've really been struggling with letting things go, so I wanted to put that into a piece. And I was feeling really gloomy that day, and I was feeling heavy and just super burnt out, so I drew how I felt. I think that's it. Now this was just drawn, this isn't the pen that I use, but it was like with a regular pen. I personally don't like the ink in these pens, just like a regular, what do you call it, Bic pen. Those are what I like to use for like shading and stuff, so that is all pen. I'm not 100% done with that. And then this morning I was writing in my journal. I was writing about like things to focus on, keep my brain straight. I want to focus on my clothing launch, practicing guitar. I want to do a series on my other YouTube channel. I have a music channel. There's a link down in the description for that if you're interested for my music journey. My plan this winter is to fully engulf myself into music. So there's this guy that I've watched for years. He's one of the people that I look up to the most. His name is Ed Mylett. He's Christian, but he doesn't like preach about Christianity. He'll share about his faith in God and whatever, and I just feel very drawn to him. I watched this video. It's called You Will Never Reach Your True Potential If You Don't Stop Doing This. And he talked about hiding behind things, you know? He used the example of, say you have a favorite sports team and you're so focused on them winning and you're devastated if they lose or they lose a championship. It's because you're hiding behind basically a facade. You're hiding behind someone else's success instead of living to your true potential. You know, I don't personally do that. I've never really been into sports. I don't look like a sports person either. I love hockey, I'll tell you that. Hockey is cool. I always like the cool sports. I think they're cool anyway. He said this quote and this really stuck out to me and I feel like I need to share this with you guys. He talked about hiding behind preparation. Oh my God, was I freaking called out in that video. So I've been talking about doing music for years. I have this little thing up here. I wrote on March 30th, 2021. It says practice and play music, practice piano, practice singing, and practice the drums. It is important. I've been practicing, but I've been so busy with preparation and I have pages in my other journal that I completed, pages. Most of it is researching how to record music. Most of it's researching how to put it on Spotify. Most of it's looking into what equipment I need. And I use the whole 9 yards of excuses. I'm like, oh, I don't have money to get this. And I have all the mics. I have the mics I need. I could use GarageBand. I could be creative with it. My friend Brian is great at playing the guitar. He said he would help me. I want to make an EP this winter. But I'm getting in my own way because I want to do music, but I'm like, oh, I'm not there yet. Like, my voice needs work. I'm trying to learn how to scream and growl because I want to do like metalcore rock music. I don't want to be like screaming, like barking the whole time in songs, but I want there to be an even mix and I want to be a vocalist, and I'm trying to prioritize, you know, like float myself, make a living, and then make room for that so I have the time. That's one of the things I've really been struggling with. Like, I haven't even had time, you know, because people are like, oh, you make time for the things that are important. That's true, but sometimes, like, I didn't even have time to take care of myself. I didn't have the fucking energy. I may have had a little bit extra time, but that's all I had left. I had nothing left to give. Between my social life, my work schedule, art markets, all of this stuff, I feel like I have a little bit more time now, but now I'm trying to like figure out how to make money so I can float myself through the winter so I can focus on music. But my point of all of this is where it's all coming back to is I'm hiding behind preparation. I've been preparing for over 3 years, almost 5. Even before that, I started taking vocal lessons when I was 21 or 22. I'm still friends with my vocal coach. His name is Stan. I was doing vocal lessons through him up until I quit my job back in February. And I was like, oh, my voice needs work. Sometimes, you know, and Ed Mylett said this, he's like, sometimes instead of making all these excuses and being like, oh, I need to do this and I'm preparing, I'm in a season of preparation, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you just need to go out there and be bad. You just need to go fail. So I'm gonna go out there and fail, you guys. But anyway, I feel like I've been talking for too long and I'm still indecisive as to what I want to do next. I did dishes. I mean, I did something today. I might fix my appearance, and I do want to get to the gym and I do want to walk. I like walking in the morning because there's less people, and I feel like people in the afternoon are like savage AF and they like to honk their horn and like yell out their window at me. So I'm gonna go for a walk and do some other things. So I'm gonna bring you along the journey. So if you made it thus far and you listen to me ramble, I love you so much. But I need one to let it go. I smile like I'm okay, but I got pain that no one knows. wanted to talk to you guys about products. These are the products I use. So I use this, shit, that's not the right one, hang on. All right, so I use this NYX Epic Eyeliner. This is my go-to. This is the best freaking eyeliner for winged. Oh my god, my camera's tricky. Oh, you're a little drunk there, babe. This is literally the best eyeliner I've ever used. And then I use this NYX Jumbo Pencil for, oh, I'm flipping you off. I cannot talk today. But this is the Jumbo Stick. I'm gonna pause my music here. I like Urban Decay Cosmetics, but it's a little bit out of my price range. So if you're on a starving artist budget like myself, this is the one I use. Usually my favoriteest mascara, my go-to, is called They're Real by Benefit. The best freaking eyeliner I've ever used. I'm never gonna go back to anything else. But this is the stuff that my mom used. I lost my very expensive mascara. It's usually like $22. So I have this knockoff. This is Great Lash by Maybelline. My mom used this when I was a kid. I got this out of my makeup kit because I used to do freelance makeup for people. But anywho's, I need to order more of this. I get it right on Amazon because you can never find it in store. They're always out of stock, and you know why, because it's amazeballs. So let's do our makeup. Shit. Actually sharpened it. I've only been procrastinating on that for the last month or so. She has no idea. Okay, she might be a little bit sus. How you doing, Crick? Do you wanna... You're too damn smart, dog. Watch this. Get my shit together. Do you wanna go for a walk? Outside? Outside? Go for a walk? Walk? Oh yeah, the best day in the world. Yay! Let's do this. Alright? Okay. Okay, fine, we'll go. I'm back home. Crick can only make it about halfway, so I use the halfway point as an opportunity to come home, grab some water, grab my water bottle, and change into a sports bra and a workout shirt because I'm totally Adam Sandler-ing my way through life right now. It's fine. But yeah, Cricket's getting a little bit older, so she can't really make the full hour. She gets really tired a lot of times. I have to carry her, which really sucks to watch as a dog owner, but you know what? It's okay. We're all gonna work out. Gonna change, and then we are gonna be to the gym in 3, 2, 1. Seriously been a minute. I'm so excited. right, so we back to the, what would you call it? The workbench. I have no other word for it. I actually have to make my friend Jemima's boyfriend, his name is Cat. I think in Irish it's Catlin, or it's like an Irish name, Catlin, so he goes by Cat. Oops. But she told me, you might have seen it in one of my videos if you watched my videos, if that made any sense. She had this crusty old necklace and he has this pendant on it, which is Chinese. It's pretty cool. And she wanted me to repurpose it, so I cut this off of it. And I have two different size cords. I wasn't 100% sure which cord I wanted to go for. I thought maybe the smaller one, but I'm kind of leaning more towards the bigger one now that I have it. I ordered some stainless steel supplies. I ordered some different clasps to clamp it on. I wasn't 100% sure what I needed. It came with findings and stuff like that. I do like to use jump rings so stuff doesn't like fall off, however. And then I got these tube things. I don't know if these will work for the bigger cord. And then I got these stainless steel beads here. They're kind of tribal. And then I ordered these stone ones. I think this is a specific type of jade. But I thought that these were really cool, so I ordered those as well. I'm not going to use all of these, but I'm just going to kind of see what I come up with, and yeah, I'm going to be creative with it. The reason why I ordered stainless steel is because I'm kind of more reverting towards stainless steel. Like, I have some jewelry on my website, or the majority of it is just regular metal. It's like coated, it's not super expensive just because materials are expensive. But now that moving up in the world, I really like stainless steel and sterling silver. So in the future, I want to go more towards that route of things and creating things. But we're going to make a necklace for him. So now that Kat's necklace is finished and complete, Jemima loves it. I can't wait to see, well, I probably won't see his reaction, but her reaction, she loves it. And I think he'll like it too. These colors match this pendant here. And I was mistaken, this is actually Indian agate and it comes in variations of like green, blue, and yellow. And I use like, these are kind of a bluer green towards the top. I use those so it pops his eyes. His eyes are blue, which kind of matches the pendant, and that's what Jem really wanted. And I'm gonna take this crusty old thing and we're gonna throw the remains in the trash. Okay, so it's currently 4:30 p.m. I have three options. I can either continue to make jewelry, I can paint, or I can make candles. I don't want to make jewelry, I don't want to paint, so I think I'm gonna pour candles because it's kind of chill, and in between I'm gonna probably count some inventory and then F off a little bit, maybe watch some YouTube, because I'm really lacking in the motivation department, but you know what? We're doing it. Oh, I did want to mention something here. So speaking of being tired and being a little bit lazy, I want to touch on that a little bit, I guess. So earlier I took Cricket for a walk, and like I said before, she can only go halfway. I dropped her off, changed in my gym clothes, and I was halfway to the gym, and there was this bald eagle that I saw flying. Now my battery's dying. God. Alright, anyways, as I was saying before, my battery rudely croaked on me. I was walking, saw a bald eagle, I got chills. I was like, oh my god, it's a sign from my mom. Every time I see a bald eagle, I think of her. I saw one a day or two ago. It flew right over my car, like was coming head on. Like we went shoo, but it was obvious over the top of me because it has little birdie wings. And during my walk with Cricket, I just lived in the moment. I stuck my phone in my Brixley bag and I didn't even look at this damn thing. Keeps getting in my way. I'm kind of like phoned out. I'm like addicted to it. I've noticed like I've had this addiction to it, and I've really been trying to stay off there, but I really got onto Threads and I'm kind of nerding out, to be honest with you, on there, because as an introvert, I really like Threads because I don't have a lot to say, but when it's on the right things, a girl likes to write. You know what I'm saying? Sister is jotting shit down. So I just lived in the moment and I appreciated the trees for what they were. And then before I got to the gym, I felt like this overwhelming sense of anxiety. I woke up with it, honestly, and it was worry, like mostly of financial stuff. I journaled a little bit about this earlier. I'm kind of worried about like what I'm gonna do for work, what I'm gonna do for money, and I know that God's gonna work them things out, but it's just like the panic's going off in my mind when I get to a certain amount in my bank account. And I got to the gym and I started moving my endorphins and stuff like that, and I always stretch before and after a workout. I never film stretching after because you already see it the first hand around. Well, when I turned off my music and I stretched, I just laid there for a while and I stared at the ceiling and I was just living in the moment, and I was thanking God for my physical ability, because me 3 or 4 years ago wasn't able to do the things that I'm doing now because I went through some shit, and I've really worked hard on my physical health to get back to where I was before. Well, it's not 100%, but I really try my best. I ended up leaving the gym and I was walking by this church and I saw this old man, but his back was like, you know, he had a really bad hunchback, and I got tears in my eyes and I just felt so bad for him. And I was like, God, you know, like, we're gonna get old one day. You know, we take our physical ability for granted, and I've been injured and I have injuries and I've went through physical stuff that's really put me out on my ass, but it really made me appreciate my physical ability and just being able to move my body. So today I'm grateful for that. That's all I wanted to say about that.